How many did they fire? Like 15,000 people all around, give or take. Not even just from Xbox. Xbox got like 4,000 or 5,000 people fired, but Microsoft has fired a ton of people, thousands of people, and their response to the layoffs has been very weird, right? They're trying to tell people, oh, we're going to console you by saying that the recent layoffs are down to essentially the enigma of success. Like, who even says that to people who just got fired? It's the weirdest thing. The enigma of success in an industry that has no franchise value, which I don't understand how they are in an industry that has no franchise value, because there are franchises that have come from the gaming industry that everybody loves and have been massive, right? Absolutely huge. So I don't really see what they're trying to go with here, but the no franchise value thing doesn't make any fucking sense. If you think that you have no franchise value, it's because you're not making any franchises that are worth anything. That's really what it is. You're not making any franchises that are worth it. This picture's hilarious. This is like the perfect picture. This month began with some stark news from Microsoft employees. The business was doing better than ever before, and that somehow meant layoffs. Around 9,000 employees were laid off globally. Studios were closed, games were canceled, and then to rub salt into the wound, some Microsoft executive with terminal LinkedIn brain suggested that those affected use AI to console themselves, which we covered that before. But judging by the latest bizarre missive from Microsoft chairman and CEO Satya Nadella, that very executive is probably in line for promotion. There's executive leadership verbiage, and then there's Nadella in full flow, an endless spewer with terrifying levels of executive power and a cheery disregard for the economic realities of the little people. In a new blog titled Recommitting to Our Why, What, and How, Nadella takes off first of all bravely addressing the question of why Microsoft has just fired so many people. And he says, I want to speak to what's been weighing heavily on me. And I want you guys to understand, this is not weighing heavily on him at all. I hope you understand that. This is not weighing heavily on him in the slightest. If you think this guy goes home to his mansion and cares about how many people that he fired the day before, I don't buy that for a second. I'm just saying that. What's up, Gooch? How you doing? So he says, I want to speak to what's been weighing heavily on me, and what I know many of you are thinking about. The recent job eliminations, writes Nadella. Then it's on the seeming incongruence of the fact that by every objective measure, Microsoft is thriving. Our market performance, strategic positioning, and growth all point up to the right. And yet, at the same time, we've undergone layoffs. Get ready, because in the annals of executive bullshit, this is a beauty. This is the enigma of success in an industry that has no franchise value. Progress isn't linear, it's dynamic, sometimes dissonant, and always demanding. But it's also a new opportunity for us to shape, lead through, and have greater impact than ever before. What does any of that mean? That means absolutely nothing. This man just wrote an entire paragraph that doesn't mean a fucking thing. Like, he's not actually saying anything. He's saying nothing. He says, I'm not exactly sure what Nadella means by franchise value, but neither he, and that's the point. It's the suggestion that big tech can fail overnight with a bad product because Microsoft's history and de facto monopoly certainly suggests otherwise. There's more nonsense about creating new categories with new business models and new production function, and naturally a reference to this new paradigm. Again, this is the definition of word salad. I feel like ChatGPT could probably talk better than this man. How are you saying all of this and you're actually not saying anything at all? How is that possible? What are you even saying? I'm really stuck on the franchise thing. I think the franchise thing is really like, bro, if you want a franchise that is going to stand the test of time and be something that will have people coming back over and over and over again, then make sure you put out a product that people are actually going to enjoy. The problem is you guys weren't doing that for many years. You may have started doing it recently, or trying to anyway. But the simple truth is that it's going to take years for you to come back from what you guys were doing. You guys were fucking around and finding out, wasting time, wasting money, wasting resources. You guys were doing this for years. You can't just turn around in 30 days and expect everybody to be like, all right, well, I guess we're back to the drawing board again. Like, come on, man. It takes time. It takes time. Then we get to the titular why, what, and how of Microsoft's mission. And surprise, surprise, people, it's AI. And of course it's AI, right? Why wouldn't it be AI? Right? This is the problem. This is why I genuinely believe that all these layoffs we are seeing right now in the industry has to do with what they were doing in the past, and it also has to do with AI. I think AI has enabled them to go for the push, or at least talk to each other and understand that they could go for the push and make one person do two jobs with one person utilizing AI to do the other job. This is what they're doing, right? So in any case, it says it's AI. What does empowerment look like in the era of AI? Nadella wonders. It's about building tools that empower everyone to create their own tools. That's the shift we are driving from a software factory to an intelligence engine, empowering every person and organization to build whatever they need to achieve. There's some nonsense about AI changing everything because that's the empowerment our mission enables, creating local surplus in every company, community, and country. Local surplus? What? Of a laid off workers? Is that the future, Satya? The guy's language really makes my head hurt at points, but I can say one thing: Copilot couldn't come up with this. Then he says, we will reimagine every layer of tech stack for AI. Infrastructure to the app platform, to apps and agents. The key is to get the platform primitives right for these new workloads for the next order of magnitude of scale. Our differentiation will come from how we bring these layers together to deliver end-to-end experiences and products with the core ethos of a platform company that fosters ecosystem opportunity broadly. Getting both the product and platform right for the AI wave is our North Star. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck did this man even say? What are you talk? Are you high? Are you high? What is wrong with you? Like, what people are gonna look at this. They're gonna be like, bro, what? Just you could have easily just said, I just want to use AI. That's it. Just use it. Just you could have simplified all this and said, we wanted to fire people so we could utilize AI more. That's basically it. And save money in the meantime, right? Like, just admit that you guys realize that you could fire thousands of people and have AI take over their jobs. It just doesn't make any sense. That's what this is translating to for me, right? But I mean, in any case, I really have no idea. This guy is just insane. Oh, there's more? Jesus, more. Oh my God, there's more. The LinkedIn nerds are gonna love this line. He says, growth mindset has served us well over the last decade. The everyday practice of being a learn-it-all, not a know-it-all. This is good, apparently, and it might feel messy at times, but transformation always is. Nadella claims that where AI is now reminds me of the early 90s when PCs and productivity software became standard in every home and every desk. Don't ask why. What we've learned over the past 5 decades is that success is not about longevity. Says Nadella, it's about relevance. Our future won't be defined by what we built before, but by what we empower others to build now. But see, that's the problem. You guys are complaining that you don't have franchise stake in this industry, but you're not focusing on making franchises over what you made before. You're too focused on what you can make now with AI. It's fucking dumb, man. This is dumb. It seems to be the main thing Microsoft is empowering people to build is the latest version of their cover. Holy shit. But I digress. Nadella's unique mode of expression aside, this is mostly just another tone-deaf missive from a corporation. True. I hate when I have to agree with the urinalist, but that is true. So, I mean, listen, Microsoft is obviously tone-deaf. Their executives are completely out of touch. They just did a whole bunch of word salad to basically tell you they wanted to replace you with AI and save money. That's really it. That's all this is. Let's move on. Let's talk about something not so retarded.